I'm Todd Hopley of AAAE, and on December 11th, around here we celebrated what we informally call Chip Barclay Day. Today, Chip and his wife Betsy came back to AAAE for a celebration. The staff gathered, we had lunch together. A number of our current leaders, including our chair Mark Brewer, and a number of other current executive committee members, as well as past leaders of the association, traveled to Washington, D.C. to be here for Chip's Day. And unbeknownst to Chip, after lunch, we had a very special celebration where we dedicated the building in his honor.
Well, seriously, thank you all for being here today. As you know, we've had a number of events for Chip today. There's another one this evening. We wanted to have one more here in the building to honor Chip, and I think this is hopefully a little bit of a surprise for Chip. I wanted to go back, especially for the staff that has already heard some of this, but you know that on November 6th, Chip kindly invited me, as he has in other past chairs, to come and talk to the staff at what would at that point be Chip's last all-hands-on-deck staff meeting. And it was really my honor. I jumped at the opportunity to come and thank all of you, all of the staff, for all that you do. I really, truly do believe that all of you are the best association staff in all of Washington, D.C. So again, we have other chairs here and I really do mean that. And it was a privilege for me to come in and say those words to you. But it was also a privilege for me to take advantage of that opportunity. I couldn't be down here at Chip's last full all-hands-on-deck staff meeting without talking about at least what I perceive to be Chip's legacy. Now, I came up with 5 different things that I think are Chip's legacy. I think if we got some of the past chairs together, they could probably come up with some additional ones. But number one, I think Chip's number one legacy is all of you, is the staff. As Chip walks out the door and leaves AAAE behind him, he knows that looking forward, his legacy is going to be all of you. He's worked so hard to hire the best and the brightest, and you have all excelled. So Chip, I think that is a great legacy to leave behind you. Second is the culture, not just the business culture of working hard, finding revenue sources to keep members' dues down, and the efficiencies and the effectiveness. Also the professionalism, that culture of you work hard and you'll be rewarded for it. That's something that Chip brought to the table as the leader of AAAE. That culture will be part of his legacy. And third, I think, is his personal legacy. I think there's not one person in all of Washington that doesn't think of Chip as a professional. Anybody that talks to Chip knows he's the ultimate professional in all of the associations in D.C. 2, credibility. When he talks, you know he's coming to you with the facts, the understanding of the issues, and comes with terrific credibility. And one that I've heard Chip talk about quite often is respect. Is respect for the staff, respect for our leaders in Washington, respect for all of the members. I've heard from so many small airports that go, Chip Barclay just talked to me. And it's unbelievable. They are just amazed, and he doesn't know any different. He shows the exact same respect to the administrator of the FAA, to the staff, to every single member, regardless of size of the airport. The fourth legacy that I think Chip leaves is also one I think shared with Betsy, and that's the foundation. They've taken their own personal money and put it toward the foundation and created the largest aviation education foundation in the country, if not the world. Millions of dollars have gone out to help further educate our members and or their families. And fifth, and certainly not least, is infrastructure. All these lights, the cameras, the DTIS, all of the things that you all need to do your job. Part of the infrastructure is what Chip provided, and will leave that legacy behind. One thing is this very building. I mean, Chip found it. We moved from another location. We moved here. He bought it. He paid for it. And Chip, I know that in the future, you will have an office here. And from now on, from this day forward, this will be known as the Barclay Building. So if you'll,
I don't have to pay for anything, do
nothing,
I?
yeah. But what I want to say is that in the very near future, the letterhead is going to change. There'll be signs outside identifying this as the Barclay Building, and every individual that comes into AAAE to meet with this great staff that you're leaving behind will see this plaque. I'll let you help me take off that. Let me try to project. I don't have the mic here, but let me please read the.
Could we put a younger picture? I'm sorry.
So it says, the Barclay Building, this building is dedicated to Charles M. Barclay, who served with distinction as President and CEO of the American Association of Airport Executives from 1983 to 2013. The success of the organization realized during his tenure is directly attributable to his vision, commitment, dedication, and enlightened leadership. His legacy of excellence endures, and the Barclay Building serves as a constant reminder of what can be achieved on behalf of the membership of AAAE by those who work and visit here. Dedicated December 2013. Chip, congratulations.
Well, there's nothing to say other than thank you, and I'm so very, very honored. Thank you all.
Ralph Waldo Emerson said, "An institution is the lengthened shadow of one man." And that certainly is the case as it relates to AAAE and Chip Barclay. Thank you.